All right, there's steelhead. Look at the jaw on that thing. Wow. Came straight from work to Pennsylvania to do some steelhead fishing with the old man.
Pizza night.
We're gonna get pizza tonight. This is the Comfort Inn. What are we rating it? What are we gonna give this?
B minus.
B minus. It went down. It was a B when I first came in, but it looks pretty nice. Nice beds.
I'm going by their ratings.
I see the time's wrong. We have to turn the clocks back.
Yeah.
They didn't turn the clocks back here, so we better switch the clock. But this is where we'll be stationed for a few days, trying to get some Erie steelhead. So pumped up. Well, we're excited. Gosh, I think for 10 years straight, that's all we did was steelhead fish. Yeah. When I lived in Pennsylvania and I moved to Michigan and started fishing for other species of fish. And I came back last spring for just a day or two and caught some nice steelhead, but now I'm up here in the fall. So in the fall you get some really big runs in the fall, but you also get a lot of people. So we'll see what happens.
Mark says he wants on the video. Saturday's coming up.
Oh, good. So Mark might be making an appearance also on fish-itis.
Yeah.
That'd be good. So he's a big fisherman too. He's more of a fly fisherman, right? I think exclusively. Yeah. I don't think he does. Yeah. So we got all kinds of flies and bait, and I'm sure over the next couple of days we're going to catch some nice fish. Stay tuned. So we woke up to, I think it's like a nor'easter coming through. Crazy storm, figures. We're supposed to get rain today. We're already getting rain. Winds tomorrow. Highs in the low 30s. It's supposed to be up to 40 miles per hour winds with snow accumulation. Perfect steelhead weather, right?
Yeah.
So
everything's perfect but the P word.
Oh man.
Pepsi!
Oh, he was drinking Pepsi last night. Kept him up all night. Watching the Steelers crush the Carolina Panthers. And now we're on our way to the fishing store to get my license and pick up some flies and some bait. Got a little late start, we're thinking, with the rain, but it looks like, looking at the radar, that the heavy stuff is at least staying out in the lake. It's the radar, if I'm reading it correctly. We might have lucked out. I don't know. We're saying about a 1/4 inch of rain, which will bring the creeks up pretty high at some point, I'm thinking, but it won't take too long to come down. And tomorrow, just nasty winds and snow, but it'll probably keep the fishermen away. We're hoping. Let's get to it. Man, I'll have to tape it because it might be the only one we catch. Huh? Might be the only one we catch all weekend. This is it. I had a bite up there. My first dunk of the year, and I missed him.
That's Ron over there.
Hi, Ron.
How you doing? That's Carp Jr.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You're the guy from Michigan.
Yeah, I used to fish here 10 years ago, like every weekend. But I'm all rusty now. I missed my first bite already. Nah, that's what they're saying. That's what I hear. I had to bring my waterproof cameras, and they don't have long battery life, so we'll get a little bit of footage. Oh, that's a nice one. The old man catches the first fish on the trip. Oh, it's a pretty one. Look at the colors on that one, huh? Man. He jumped. I missed the jump. I was way down there. Wow.
Don't mess around.
He's not ready. He's still hot. I had a good bite there. Oh, pretty fish.
He's a semi-chromer.
Yeah, hold him up for us. I'm gonna glug on for you. There you go. Hold him up for me and I'll.
Whoa!
What was that? Little one, but it's just a little one. I don't know. I don't think I need it for this one. I know one thing, I'm gonna need a lot of battery life to way these fish fight. Already low on it. Guess what he hit? PT. PT. My go-to. I know. There we go. Little male. I was going to bring my Yeti and stuff them in there. Oh, that's a chromer though. That's not. It's bigger than I thought. I mean, he's not. Might as well do it because you never know. We might not get it much. Oh, I know. Well, that's our heated fish up there. That's a nice chromer. Oh, there's what we're dealing with. We got a nasty storm come through. We got probably, what, 5-6 inches? That Jeter?
Lisa says 8.
Man. Catching steelhead in the snow today. Old man got a new rod. We didn't show them that you broke your fishing rod.
Snapped it right here.
He snapped his rod on a fish. Only the old man could break his rod on a steelhead, a noodle rod. Never heard of a noodle rod breaking.
This one did.
The old man did it.
I know what happened now. The fish went through my legs, came out the other side,
Oh, and twisted it that way.
twisted it.
Oh. Look at this. Holy heck. In the snow. Old man. The heck? Okay, we tried fishing upstream on Walnut Creek in Erie, Pennsylvania, but really the conditions weren't as good and we had a lot of anglers upstream, so we decided to go down to the Marina where they take out the boats in the winter. And a lot of times the steelhead, when they migrate into the streams, they move into this marina, which is connected to it. And you really couldn't fish with conventional flies and baits in here. You can, but they really weren't working that well. So we decided to use the rubber gulp minnows.
and in the 3-inch, and we were using mainly the smelt color. And I'd really never used rubber minnows for steelhead before. We've used plenty of jigs, marabou jigs, things like that, bucktail jigs. But these rubber jigs were really working well. We're throwing them out and twitching them real fast with a bobber, with the float, and letting them drop, letting them sink. And then twitching them real fast and letting them sink again. And the steelhead were striking them as soon as they would settle after sinking. And caught quite a few, and they were peeling some drag as well. It was fun fighting them in there for sure.
Brown trout. I knew he was fighting differently. I saw some caught up upstream there. Guy had a couple on a stringer. They're pretty fish. You know when they come right in, they're a steelhead. That's pretty fish. Brown trout. That's a pretty fish, huh? How pretty. Male. The male has this big hook jaw on him. Alright. Got a picture of him swimming away. We finally are getting some sunshine. I can actually wear my sunglasses today. So we're back at it, Steelhead day number 3. And we got a special guest for us today, right?
Yep, and it's not me.
It's not the old man. It is Mark. Mark, who hasn't been on our shows yet. And he's out here talking to some fellow anglers. And we're gonna do some walking, try to find some fish. There's Mark. I just introduced you. You got to be on here. There's Mark. Mark's gonna be doing some fly fishing. We're gonna see if we can't find some fish. Do some walking.
We'll do our best. The old Michigan boy, ex-Pennsylvania guy.
I'm back though. I'm
yeah,
back.
That's right.
I was so rusty 2 days ago when we first started this. I went to we were at the cack hole and they were dunking and I'm like missing them left. I'm like, I had to get back into it. So.
Oh yeah, well it won't take long. It sounds like you got into it yesterday a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get going.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, that's a good one too. He is dancing. Mark with a good one. All right. Take your egg pattern. Nice fish. You have to hold him up for me. Yeah, Mark. All right. Nice steelhead. All right. Good job. What do you have to say about that, Mark? Huh?
Finally.
You lost a few there.
I lost a few, yes.
Ah! Whoa.
Whoa. See where it slows down in that seam over there? That's where they're laying. Oh! Get over here. Whoa! No. Oh, that would have been a good picture. You trying to contribute to my second blooper reel? Which, oh my gosh, that's funny.
Just to give you a little idea of what I'm doing today. Pulled up on this spot. The water's pretty clear, so I'm going really small. But just to give you an idea of the type of rig that we're using today, we're starting to really catch them. I got 3 in a row there. But I use like a tandem rig called a dropper. And I've got, I don't know if you can see that, but I got like a sucker spawn. That's a white sucker spawn, just an egg pattern up top, and then I tie a leader onto that, and then I put a nymph trailer off of that, and it's a tiny one. It's a size 16 pheasant tail nymph, and so far they've hit just the nymph. But I think what it does is this attracts them. They see that little hot pink yarn I have on there, or actually that's the thread, the hot pink thread with the white yarn. That attracts the fish, and then they see the nymph, and they usually take the nymph. Sometimes they'll take the sucker spawn as well, but that's what's working today.
There's one. Oh, I think that's the pink sucker spawn again. Man. That's that old Angora yarn we used to tie. Yeah. The real fuzzy, like, bunch of fuzz on it. Yeah. That's what he hit. I got that single as a dropper, but they're not hitting that. Now, figure that one out. Huh? Yeah, it's a little sucker spawn. I've never caught such fresh fish this high up. I mean, it's a chromer. Completely chrome. Yeah, you picture that one too. They did. All that rain you had last week, right?
Steelhead.
There's another fresh one. Man. Twister. That's a nice fish. Yeah, that's a nice fish. That pink? Yep. Yeah. Nice look at how fresh that fish is. I guess they shot right through and came up, you know, like usually they're Gerard that stretch. Must have been high enough, you know. Want to give them a little idea what you're doing here?
Yeah, I caught that on a pink egg pattern.
All right.
With a gray jig dropper.
Dropper.
But he hit the egg pattern.
Pretty fish, huh?
Beautiful fish.
All right. One of those days they're on, huh? I don't know. You come over here and get some pictures. There, Mark's got one. I know. Well, you know what we should do is both hold one up. You're over there to.
Nice fish there. Yeah.
There you go, real close. That's a skinny one. Look at the jaw on that thing, huh? Perfect. All right, there's Steelhead. Look at the jaw on that thing. Wow. That was a fix. We call it a fix when you catch so many that you get kind of a high, I guess, a natural high that you get with fishing.
Either super fix or mega fix.
Super or mega fix. We caught fish all day. Just one of those days where the conditions were perfect. They're perfect. I mean, it rained and snowed, and the creeks came up a little bit, just enough to give it a little green color, and they were hitting pretty much a lot of anything we were throwing in. Well, we were catching most of them on nymphs, but we were also getting them on egg patterns. We had sucker spawns, we had blood dots, and we were even getting them on single eggs with the bait. We were getting them on woolly buggers, jigs.
Just one on rubber minnow.
Yeah, but most were nymphs, actually.
Little.
Smaller nymphs, size 16 nymphs that were really getting the fish today. So what a day and what a weekend of fishing. So hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time on Fish-itis. Heading back to Michigan.